Good evening, mate. It's your boy, Mook Marco. To my right, your left, we got...
It's your boy, DSA Laurent. We back at it. Got some more energy than the last time, clearly. That intro was fucking weak.
Yeah, last time was pretty...
Fucking weak, bro.
It was like we were lost or some shit like that.
Yeah, bro. Who do we have on last week? We had...
Chris.
Oh, yeah. We had Chris on last week. Yeah, I was a little off in the beginning. And, yeah, that episode, so it's going to be out today in real time. Today it is January 19th, 2026. And we are here recording, and welcome to the Roll Up Podcast. This is where we shoot shit and see what sticks.
No. We don't shoot shit. We throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. That's what we do here. We throw shit. But, yo, did you see the John Summit concert?
You mean, was it in Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was free. It was a Calvin Harris, too. I thought it was a Calvin Harris concert. But I guess it was a John Summit concert, bro. Damn, I would have went to that, bro.
Fuck that, bro. Did you not see the videos?
What happened?
Well, I don't know what really happened, but I'm sure a lot of you guys seen, but it was just like an Astro World waiting to happen. The amount of people that were like, it was body to body sardine can style.
But like, it's like two of the most top listened to artists in South Florida are about to do a free concert in Miami.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely like, damn, man, that's lit. Like, let's go, but all reality, it's just super fucking dangerous, unfortunately, nowadays. Don't get me wrong, like, I would have fucking went. But after seeing the videos, like, I don't care about being shoulder to shoulder, but dude, it was thousands of people. It was literally a mass shooting waiting to happen. It was the perfect, like, everything. It was kind of terrifying.
Not yet. I mean, that's the thing with these performers, the actual safety measures, because it's honestly not supposed to be up to the performer, right? Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy, though, is that when Travis Scott had Astro World happen, everyone went straight to him.
Yeah.
Before they went to the security team that was taking care of it. And like, you've seen the documentary on Astro World, right?
I didn't watch it, but like,
you've heard of it though, right?
Of course.
Basically, the documentary is kind of like pushing towards the fact that, you know, Travis Scott was really affected by what happened at Astro World, and it really wasn't up to him as regarding to how everything was laid out.
Of course, no.
You know, is supposed to be the right thing to do in certain
like anything
situations.
On stage, he could set it up like for his set, but like everything outside of it, like he could hire like his own security again on stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like it's like an HOA. Like as a homeowner in an HOA, like obviously you wouldn't give a fuck about all these rules. Some of them you like it, but I can't park in front of my street after 1 a.m. Come on, shit like that. So that's when when we meet, it's like out of their control. Because on stage, for sure, they have control. Off stage, when it comes to the full like field security, yeah, you gotta fucking hit up Rolling Loud themselves.
Can you do me a favor?
What up?
While you're sparking that, can you set an alarm for 1 minute?
1 minute.
For 1 minute.
Maybe.
Also, guys, just so you know, for the podcast today, we do have a guest.
1 minute has started.
We do have a guest coming in to our podcast. It is not going to be in the minute. The minute is for something else. That's for me and me only.
Whatever that means.
You're about to fucking find out. But what I will say is this. You guys have done an amazing job at blowing up the Instagram. And even though, you know, we see that the Instagram is going to have some tough takes on it, right? We see that people love to kind of get decisive and argue on Instagram. Just know that everything that happens there is all mainly due out of respect for opinion. I want people to be able to say their opinion and feel comfortable enough to debate people in the comments and shit like that. But just kind of try and, you know, be reasonable and be nice.
There's no reason to get personal and take it to like the next level. Like, we could have a conversation, disagree, but like I respect your opinion. And like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's definitely gonna be an occasion where it's like, what the fuck are you saying? So, I think today this video should be dedicated into encouraging the acts of not drinking, smoking, the effects of alcohol, tobacco, the substances that you put into your body where they affect your mentality, your perspective, vision, and really how you understand and take in life. Because at the moment, we're literally seeing somebody with maybe an abuse of alcoholism. Is he abusing the alcohol or is the alcohol abusing him?
Buckshot.
Remember, when you're drinking, ask yourself, how fucked up am I going to get tonight? Because if I'm not going to drink that much, don't drink. Wine.
Shout out Will Vicky for commenting on the post. Up on the pod, Vicky. We have questions.
Dylan needs you.
I need it bad.
What's up with people saying 2026 is the new 2016? Like, don't get me wrong, Fetty Wap comes out. That's pretty 2016, but like, all right, let's be honest. Like, 2016 was one of a kind. Was one of a fucking kind.
Dude, did you see the pictures I posted from 2016 the other day on Instagram?
I don't think so. I haven't been on Instagram in a. Never mind. I'm
Fucking
not.
tweaker, what are you doing?
Bro, tweaker to tweaker, you gotta be bold.
Tweaker getting old.
We are getting old, bro.
I don't even have my mic.
What are your thoughts on people saying unk to people who are 27, 26?
Bro, I get called unk.
Insane. Like, little boy, you're about to become my age in 2 years.
Still have a baby face.
Like,
Yo, Josh, when Josh calls you unk though or grandpa, I'm like, bro. I'm like, you right there behind us,
dude,
kid.
he'll literally tell me like, bro, I'm about to become unk status. I'm like, dude, you just turned 21, bro, like 22.
Josh,
Like, you stupid ass motherfucker, bro.
you're shot the fuck out.
Yo,
Yo, meet my clip, bro. Meet my clip. I dumped the clip. The clip. The clip holds bullets. Bro. I remember what
fuck does the kid just say?
the clip. Bro, I bust so many clips, bro. You have no idea, dog.
Yeah,
Bust all them clips, bro.
yeah.
Busting clips.
I think we need to schedule a baker activity.
I'm gonna dump the fucking Mac.
You see, now that's the shit. YouTube is like, bet, bet. I heard that all right.
Did you see any of the posts I made in the past couple of days on my Instagram?
Dude, no, I haven't. I've barely been on Instagram.
Bro, I've been rage baiting my audience a little bit.
I believe that. I totally believe that.
I've been rage baiting my audience. I was like, Republicans have used guns.
Oh yes, I did see that
You
video.
saw that one,
I
dude?
did see that video.
Dude.
There was a comment with like somebody putting a Patrick face. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought
Yeah.
that shit was pretty funny. I thought that shit was good.
Yo,
I was like, that's a
listen,
good
I
one.
like that shit, bro. Cause like, here's the thing. There was one conservative kid in the comments, bro.
Oh, you're totally wrong. Like, bro, come on, dude. Like, come on. We're not being serious right now.
Bro, I'm simply trying to get more of my audience.
This is why people say do not believe everything you see on the internet because there are people who rage bait you. I've been getting a lot of clips of regular show, specifically on Rigby dying because he rage baited Mordecai and Skips to the point where he literally got slimed. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, bro. Yes, bro.
Like, imagine rage baiting somebody and then getting killed for it. Like, you literally get killed because you rage baited somebody so hard.
Bro, but that's how some people have died, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah, bro.
Be your own people too. You can't even trust
Just
anybody.
look at Charlie Kirk.
All right, bro. We're not even getting into that. Not getting into it. Next.
Bro, listen. Say what you want. He did rage bait people, and
oh, absolutely.
rage
That
baited
was
people for
so
sure.
funny. I'm not gonna lie. He got me a couple
yeah,
times.
it was part of the thing that made me watch him the most. Was
He
like
got
that
me
he
a
does
couple
kind
times.
of rage
I was
bait,
like, holy smokes! Like, why
but
am
he
I-
does it with like, he's like intellectual while doing it though. Like
I
he'll fucking
know.
school you
I know.
politely, but make you look like a fucking dumbass.
Bro, I know, and that's where it's just like if you don't agree with me, then you're just absolutely wrong. Or if I don't understand what you're saying, you're just wrong. Like I don't know.
So that's where Marco got it from. Got it.
Like it's literally just Charlie Kirk just acing people. I'm like, holy shit! Like, how do I get to that point? Like, I can't. I gotta stop smoking. First thing I thought, like, okay, quit
Bro,
smoking.
it's
It's like,
fucking episode 3 from Suits. Bro's
like
flushing that shit.
literally,
He's like, I got a big boy job.
like, all right.
No, but like actually that's been a very big thing. Like a lot of people have been talking to me recently about is like, Dylan, you're a major in political science, but you're like an advocate for weed. And it's a very complicated situation. Trying to become a lawyer or like commentator and smoking weed and discussing politics.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, in my head, I feel like the young like part of me is like, bro, no, fuck that shit. Like, you
Absolutely. I
can make
mean,
that shit work. Because also it's like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people who still shit on weed, dude. It's bad.
no, 100%. I mean, there always is going to be that, but especially for the career you're trying to pursue, when it comes to law, like there's a lot of high.
Now, I'm not saying that you should be smoking and practicing,
No, of
you know
course
what I
not. But
mean,
I'm,
and shit
I'm
like that. I'm not fighting for that right now. I'm just saying that maybe weed does have a place in the conversation in all this,
yeah,
you know?
because in the eyes of a law, what's still a Schedule One, or
I have to make sure. I don't want to release wrong info. So weed is classified as a Schedule 1 drug under US federal law that puts it at the same federal bucket as heroin and LSD.
that's crazy.
Yeah. It's
That's a little
fucking
ridiculous.
actually absurd.
That's a little ridiculous.
But it is legal in our state of Florida for medicinal purposes and people who are able to obtain a
Hmm.
medicinal license. So that's why
Hmm.
you see a lot of freedom of that here in Florida. One thing that I'll say though is that I'm not really against that, to be honest, compared to the recreational version that we look at in California. I think I used to want it to be recreational, that everybody can go and just buy it, but I think that was more of like the immature part of me that was like, yeah, I wish I could just go over to the gas station or I could just go over to the store and pick it up. You know what I mean?
I feel
But
because I definitely agree, especially
because
with
it
the.
wasn't always like that for us. We had to, when we were young, we were just smoking that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was different. We were just copping that shit from the plug. Hit a
And
plug.
like, but the one thing I will say, I feel like with recreational being legal here, it would kind of prevent any of like the actual bad plugs or people who's selling
Boof.
more of that sketch shit.
Yeah. It would. It would also make it a lot safer for people to just be, doing what they're doing in their own
Because
city.
like I
You
know,
know?
like because back then, like I literally knew college students who would just like buy vape shot weed, Delta 8, like CBD, but like you're getting it from fucking gas stations, like smoke shops, like that shit's sketchy as fuck.
It's funny because it's not I'm not saying this is proven statistic or fact by any
Yeah,
means,
like
but I'm gonna say something that I have observed that say for example where we grew up Palm Beach County, right? We get a lot of people in Boca that are not from Boca and
yeah.
not from Florida. You know what I mean? That come
Hmm.
around from different parts of the
Yeah,
world, let
once I
alone
think
this
I put in the
country.
map, Boco's just like Boco's right on top of it, and Boca was always known as as like one of the spots in
But
South Florida.
haven't we always been like everyone in the city, like no matter who it is, their parents, like like maybe back in the day we were kids, they weren't advocating for it, but like we're all adults now and we've all talked to each other's parents and we've kind of seen that like the state of Florida is not really against marijuana. In fact, it's very pro marijuana in a lot of good ways because one, we also know the thing that was being said for many years that a lot of cancer patients smoke marijuana and it helps them, especially after chemotherapy or during the process of chemotherapy, which is very harsh on the body. Um, we've also seen just many people say no to antidepressants and smoke minimal amounts of weed and can find better ways
Yeah,
to
and
get
this
over
is all
depression.
like talking about also like using like weed in like moderation, not fucking using it
Right, it's being
excessively.
used in a medicinal purpose, so people aren't just going out rolling up fat fucking blunts and then saying, "Oh,
Because
I'm
like,
cured."
because like, don't get me
'Cause that
wrong,
doesn't
like
work that way.
like everyone kind of wants like I wouldn't say everyone, but like whenever people think about weed, they think about Snoop Dogg, with Khalifa,
Yeah.
just like people smoking fat blunts, taking huge gravity bongers, bong rips in general. Like that's all fun and shit like that, but that's when it's kind of like you're chasing that high. Same way as like you drink alcohol to get absolutely obliterated, feel fucked up, try not to black out. Whereas like blacking out with alcohol, greening out with weed is just like sometimes you get paranoid high
Oh,
where
dude,
that
Mauricio.
is pretty like it's actually pretty scary because like you're mentally just like
Do you remember how we met?
yeah that
You can tell the story.
I'll say that after, but like
All
when
right.
you're paranoid high, like
Oh, it's so bad, dude.
that'll definitely be a make or break for like a new smoker,
For
especially
sure. That'll stop somebody from
because
smoking.
you'll literally doubt yourself, doubt your thoughts. Your body will not feel okay, but realistically,
You're just high.
you just never really felt comfortable, or your body isn't comfortable feeling that sort of way. So you're kind of your body's fighting it, telling you, "I don't like this," but like you kind of have to like reassure yourself. You're just like literally tell yourself, "I'm high as fuck," or like "I'm good," like I'm chilling. Like you kind of have to like, or you talk to your boys, or
Yeah.
Dylan here, pass
Whoa.
out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, yeah,
I
go ahead.
mean,
No, but
it
yeah, so
wasn't
go ahead. Tell him how we met. Tell him what
like
happened.
I
Then I'll tell
mean,
him my side of it.
so yeah, we were just all smoking. We're like all at a bench. It was probably like four of us. It was me, my cousin, our friend Zoe, Xavier, Joey, and then Dylan. My first time meeting Dylan, I already had knew Xavier knew him since elementary school. That's the brother. Joey also knew him. I knew his brothers first actually. I met Joey at um,
You knew
East.
Jesse first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in my team for East Boca Tackle,
Yeah.
and that's also where I met Liberty.
Pluto Pack.
So they're also there, and then my first time meeting you, we're all smoking a blunt, and like at the time, I'm not gonna lie, we kind of used to smoke fat for no fucking reason. We were like freshman year of high
Just
school,
kids. Yeah.
maybe even I, I'm usually yeah freshman year of high school we were
Yeah.
smoking, and yeah, Dylan is just like
First of all, we smoked the entire blunt and then continue.
I don't I can't I forgot like the moments leading up, but eventually it just ended up with like Dylan laying down on the floor
Cue
and
the
on the
picture,
bench.
bro. I have a picture, bro, of
You
me
still
just
have
laying on
it,
the fucking dirt. Yes, bro.
dude, and it was so bad, like because Zoe never, our friend Zoe never knew
Yeah,
Dylan,
Zoe had never
and
met
she's
me at
like
that point.
she was the oldest one at the time. She's 2 years older than us,
She's like,
and
this
she's
kid's
like,
sleeping in the
"What the
fucking dirt.
fuck is this kid doing? Like, like where's his friend and all this shit?" And then Xavier and Joe were like, "Yo, like, should we bring a pillow for him?" I was like, "What?" I
Yo.
was like, in my
So
head, I was like,
so
"No
listen,
way."
listen. Before we get into the next part, because the next part requires my need for detail, fam. So I got there, right? First of all, I'd spent the entire day and the day before at Joey's crib, and we had not eaten in like 30 hours. Straight up. Just drank water for 30 hours.
Oof.
And then we pull up to smoke, and I'm about to go home after the sesh, bro. That was the plan.
Hmm.
And I'm smoking, I'm sitting there, and y'all know the first way to green out is to not drink any water and be dehydrated. I was
Oh,
drinking water,
especially with the tobacco and the blunt. Oh
right?
my
But I was a
gosh.
little bit thicker back then, and um, yeah, I was drinking a bunch of alcohol. So essentially, my ass croaked. Okay,
Yeah, because for those who don't know, like if you're smoking a blunt specifically, there is an actual different. There's obviously a difference between smoking a blunt and a joint. They're actually two different things: blunt, tobacco,
bro,
paper,
entirely,
joint. So like you actually feel
entirely.
the nicotine when you're smoking a joint or a blunt. Excuse me. I'm just like confusing
When
people.
you're smoking a nicotine with a
And
joint
then
with a
so that's a spliff. If you know what a spliff is, if you don't, look it up.
if you don't
But
know what a spliff is, how do you think Mook Marco got his name?
so man, that tobacco hit nice on a blunt.
Bro,
Sometimes you don't feel it, but
they
honestly,
put me in the fucking trunk, dog.
I didn't see that
They
part.
put
But
me listen, they brought a pillow. They went back just to get a pillow. And then they came back, fucking dumbasses, bro. They drove back to Xavier's house to pick up a pillow to put me in the trunk to drive me back to Xavier's house to sleep in Xavier's bed. for 3 hours, wake up, eat Xavier's food, and then leave. I'm sorry, Xavier, that was fucking flaw, but I couldn't control it. I greened out.
That
That was,
was
bro. That was my first green out, and it was my fucking. Well, it wasn't my last. Actually, there's one more situation that happened at Boca High, which is a high school me and him went to. There was a play going on called Legally Blonde, and my boy Richard, basically his class got extra credit if he showed up, and my boy Noah also had the same class, so he showed up too. And so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll go with y'all to Legally Blonde, and we'll go do something after Bob, whatever." And so Rich is like, "Yo, I got the rig. We should take some dabs before we go." I'm like,
oh
"Bet,
shit.
I'm with it." This was my first time taking dabs, y'all.
Yeah, let's go do something I've never done before, but I know it's pretty hard. It's pretty hardcore.
I was like, "Bro, fuck it, I'm with it." And so I took like 2 or 3 hits out the rig, fat rips, red hot banger, titanium banger. It was the first time my throat had experienced like that type of temperature, so my shit fucking regurgitated bullshit for like 18 minutes on the way to Legally Blonde. And by the time we were at
Yeah,
Legally Blonde,
titanium bangers are brutal. You take that shit hot as hell.
bro, by the time we were at Legally Blonde, I was fucking passed out in the passenger seat and there was no getting me up because I wasn't asleep. I was awake, but I couldn't move and I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was just like limp as fuck, boy. So he left me in the car. He was like, "Bro, I gotta leave you in the car. I gotta go in." I'm like, "All right, leave me in the car, bro." He was like, "I'm gonna send Noah to come and rescue you." I was like, "What the fuck do you mean?"
What did you mean?
And so Noah pulls up. And bro, I'm asleep in the car for maybe like 15, 20 minutes. So I'm out. That green out sleep is something different. So all I hear is loud ass knocking on the fucking window and I see a bright ass flashlight. I'm like, fuck. In my head, I'm like, no, bro.
Oh,
I
you're
was like,
done.
yo, I'm getting cooked right now, fam. I'm in Richard's car with all his shit right now. Fuck.
Who was this tweaker
And
smoking
then,
this random
bro,
kid's car?
the flashlight goes down. I see Noah's big ass head. I'm like, nigga, fuck you. I gotta bleep that out. But yeah, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That was probably the biggest, like, most terrifying moment of freshman year, bro. I thought I was about to get roped.
That's pretty
Bro, it
funny.
brings fear to
I,
me right now. Brings fear to my bones.
I could totally imagine that. There, because like the parking lot was pretty fucking big,
Did you
and
tell Matt to text you, by the way, if he's here? Guys, we have a guest who's gonna come in. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick pause. We're gonna vibe for a bit and wait for our guests because I don't want the pod to be extremely, extremely long. Because we're gonna add this segment and then Matt's segment when he gets here is gonna be like probably like an
yes,
hour
sir.
long. So we're gonna cut a little intermission break here. What should I put as a little thing for them to look at in between?
We'll figure it out.
No, no,
All
no.
right.
You gotta say something right now. Do you need an energy drink that comes in a powder form that's all over Instagram and wants to help you out?
I do.
Well, shit. I have something for you.
Go on.
W.GG is dropping an energy drink in a container powder form for you to enjoy. So basically,
Damn.
it's jitterless. It's a good
So you tell me on with the shakes.
yeah, you won't look like a fucking tweaker. I got you with a little hookup. I got you a little deal. Go ahead and use the code on the screen and you can go ahead and get yourself 10% off for now. Maybe it depends. I'll see how it goes. Maybe I can get you more. We'll talk about it later. But
Damn.
it's a good deal. Go ahead and take advantage of that. W, great company. Like I said, jitterless energy. Great for the gym, great for the vibes at work. That way you're not all over shit, but you're controlling shit. Like a true fucking villain. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. The Bullet Bourbon and the Voodoo Ranger Juice Force is speaking.
I believe
We
that.
are not sponsored by them, by the way. So we're not telling you to go buy them, but speaking.
Although Voodoo Ranger IPA, they're a very phenomenal beer. I'm a big
It's
fan
really
of
good
them.
though. I'm not gonna lie. It's really good.
Sometimes you need a beer to sip on, not to just drink on. You know what I mean?
We're welcoming back
him,
alternate universe
our boy Matt.
to the show, but last time he was very evasive, right? So this time I'm gonna load him the fuck up.
We got a little kick to
I'm
accept.
gonna load him up with my Voodoo Ranger. And we're gonna get him to fucking speak.
Full consent was already.
Yeah, I texted him on the way here. I was like, oh, you're gonna have to drink this whole beer. I was like, listen, it's one, but you gotta drink the whole thing. He's like, okay, no problem.
That was easy.
It looks more sinister without the beard, doesn't it? It does. But yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the questions we hit Chris with. And some new ones. Guys, just so that we're clear about this podcast, obviously we've seen, like I was talking about earlier, we've seen some debating and stuff like that, and we want people to keep an open mind and an open heart, right? Um, a lot of people looked at the joke that I put under my post for my baptism post as like me trying to like shed my Judaism, but in the faith and in the culture, there's an explanation of the fact that it actually feels like a fulfillment. But I don't want to get into that. I'm just trying to be funny, right? And same with the other posts. I'm saying stuff to kind of like rage bait and rile people up, but there is some truth behind the pudding. I'm not saying that each quote and every quote that I post is the truth. I'm not saying that, but
different perspectives.
Right. I align myself with a more conservative, way of thinking and a way of thought. It's not something that I used to be. I actually grew up liberal. My mindset changed over time after seeing what each thing kind of definitionally meant. And so when people see things that are online, I just want you guys to keep in mind that I'm not trying to be hurtful or hateful towards anyone. And if I post something, it's to ask you a question or make you think.
You could literally be completely right, and I'll literally tell you, what the fuck are you talking about? No, that's wrong. Just to say that, and
like I might just say something to piss you off though. Like I'm letting you know now, bro.
And I could be like, no, it's just not utterly not true. And like fucking clown you after, but fucking don't be a pussy.
Yeah, like straight up, just don't be a bitch about it. Like, bro, like I love you, bro. The Lord created you, and I fucking love you just the same way as He loved you. I'm not here to hate on anyone, bro. I'm not perfect either, bro. I got so many flaws. Y'all can see it in the camera, fam. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, we're just here to have fun. We're just here to vibe, and I hope that everyone else kind of feels.
I'm not here on passive mode, We're not in passive mode.
We are not in passive mode though. So like, truth is, I do like debating, and truth is, I do like saying,
Sometimes
how
I
I
want to
feel.
speak my mind, and like I don't know. So being real and just like, I guess I've just seen a lot of arguments where it came out almost like pleasureful and just like enjoyable. Just
Yeah,
like as
bro,
a third person.
It's almost euphoric when you properly rage bait someone, is what he's saying. This is rage bait in on its own, like my whole people. Ready? I'm gonna do this. Ready?
No, the craziest thing, I fucking hate it when people do it to me because like I know what they're doing and like, let's see what this is. This is.
Do you want to read that for them just in case?
Victory Church certification of baptism. This certifies that Dylan Armis was baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit on November 23rd, 2025 at Victory Church.
Sir.
You keep showing that. I'm starting to think that's fake.
Okay.
Only someone who needs to prove their innocence is only guilty.
That's correct. I'm guilty. I'm very guilty.
That's true. You did do it.
Yeah, I fucking owned you in that, huh? I ain't perfect, son. I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect.
Be right back.
Oh, y'all know what that means. I do want to say thank you guys very much for the support that you guys show on Instagram, though, because there are a lot of supporters. Kind of noticing the fact that I want to say that one of the big important parts about everything we do is that none of us are perfect, but we can find a little bit of happiness in it too. And we can find some laughs in it. And I'm glad that we can find some laughs in it. And I'm glad that we're able to laugh together. But some of us can't. Some of us can't laugh yet, but it's okay. We're going to get them there. And also, we're going to spread truth because at the end of the day, the way, the truth, and the life, Jesus Christ, Can I get an amen? Move your booty hole. Yo.
Shit.
What's good, bro?
My boy.
Harley's gonna be slutting out for a minute.
She gotta go, bro. She gotta go.
Everybody, go ahead and welcome Alternate Universe to the show. Welcome back, sir. It's been a pleasure having you last time. People really enjoyed having you the first time.
I appreciate y'all. It's a pleasure being back with my boys.
Yes, sir.
On the pod and everything. So, dude, I'm excited.
Since I've seen you, a lot of things have changed. I haven't seen you in quite a bit, low key. It's been a little minute. How have you been?
I've been good, bro. I've been good. Just keeping it on the down low. Just keeping it to myself, really. I was just telling Mauricio, bro, I just came back from Boston for like a little business venture. We can get into that a little bit off camera because I don't want to.
I got you, no worries.
But it was cool vibes. I had to take care of some shit down south. I had to come back home. So, bro, I'm happy to be back home. So, and again, like, it's so crazy because I just got back and everyone, like, y'all boys are like giving me so much love. Like, yo, come back on the pod. So, like, I think it's the universe's way of telling me,
yeah, dude,
I gotta be here.
We wanted to do something fun this pod. I wanted you to try something. I texted you already previously before the pod. You want to tell people what I texted you?
He said you got to try a beer, and I'm assuming this IPA.
It is the IPA. The thing
okay
is,
with that.
listen. The thing is earlier I had an alarm check, and it was enlightening. And do you want to explain to him what I mean by that?
I don't know, where he's like, put a timer on for a minute. So I'm like, all right, interesting question. I mean, or ask, I should say. Puts a minute on. After it starts going off, he stops what he's saying, reaches inside his pocket, takes out like a fucking shot glass. He just takes a shot. Luda Rangers are
they hit
fucking
0.5 too.
Good.
Thank you, my boy. Harley, cheers. Bonk.
Harley, anything to say for the pod?
Very good insight. Very good insight. Right. Bro, I love those videos. It's like they interview like animals and then they do the little noises and shit, bro. Like, yo, you about to bite?
Nah, bro. I already kind of like slammed some shit earlier, so I need you to take like 8-5, like
some big gulps.
I need 8 like big gulps. 8 big gulps. Go ahead, keep gulping.
Oh,
yeah, no, keep gulping, keep going.
That's me right now, bro. This is a sippy type of drink.
Yo, all right, so
unless it's like dark liquor, like that's a sippy type of drink too, but you can kind of kill that shit down. No, that's good though. It's not bad.
All right, so I've been doing this new thing on the pod where I've been asking people loaded questions.
I love that. Okay? That's what I'm here for.
They're here to make you think. Last time we tried to ask you some questions, and your PR training came in very well. But
still pretty well trained.
I know, I understand, but just understand that these questions are simply only to make you think and to give your honest answer. So what is a woman?
I got a lot of different people probably looking at me like waiting for that answer. My personal opinion, and this is not trying to offend nobody, this is just what I believe in. I believe biologically there are male and female. You know what I'm saying? So a female is somebody who can actually reproduce and has been biologically born and brought into this earth naturally by natural means as a woman. Now, we can get into it. There are some cases where there are people who are born and they got both genitalia. So it's like one of those weird like medical things where like you got to figure out, okay, like the parent has to choose now. It's like, what do you want your child to be? Because they
conservatives have acknowledged
so it can be that could be the gray area.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
That could be the gray area. But again, I'm talking about like the bell curve, like the general aspect.
The general
male or female. Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something I think as human beings and as animals, that's just what we have to live as. It's like we come to this earth what we are. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, how you feel. If you feel some type of way, live your life as well as you want, as long as you don't bother people and shove your ideologies down each other's throats. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, people who identify as different sexes or like how they feel towards other people, typically they just live their lives, and then that's just how they is. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with that. And it goes for any ideology. If I come down to your crib, I go to your crib, and I'm telling y'all to do some type of way, like live a certain type of way, and y'all ain't fucking with that, and I'm just forcing it down your throat, you're probably not gonna want to listen to me.
Correct.
But again, I know I'm rambling. A woman is a biological woman who can create children.
And that's the
by
clip.
natural means.
I mean,
All right.
Sorry if I offended anybody. We could talk about it, have a one-on-one, whatever. Like, I'm open to conversation. I'm not like pig-headed. I'm open-minded. Like,
We just had that combo on the pod. Don't worry.
that's what I'm
We just had that
saying.
combo. Don't worry.
but no, Matt, do you think one man, you know how there's a man and woman? Do you
Yes.
think they have it that way because a woman is nothing without a man?
I think we're all created equally and unequally, as weird and unorthodox as that is. Like, we need each other. Like, they ain't no, I don't need a woman. I don't need no man. I don't believe in that bullshit. I'm very traditional in the sense of, like, we need each other. We need each other.
Yeah.
Like, even as people, as individuals, friends, family, all that. So that talk of like hating on another human being, regardless of what, like, I don't agree with that at all. So
Right. Correct.
we need each other. Fuck all that hot girl summer bullshit.
So, me and Marco, last episode, we went through 5 different comments from different people on my baptism video.
Okay.
The baptism video that I have is about to hit 1 million.
I peeped that. I remember when you dropped that shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of debate. There's a lot of positivity. But before we get into any more questions, I just want to check the camera real quick, so I'm going to cut. Oh, you're banana-fied right now? You don't want to eat that on camera? Why?
Fuck no.
Bro,
Why didn't you want to eat that on camera, bro? What's wrong with eating bananas? Are you fucking gay?
Bro, anything shaped remotely like a penis, bro, man.
Phallic shape.
Watch out, bro. You gotta, whether it be a hot dog, a banana, whatever.
If you're ashamed to get your potassium in, then you're gay. You need to get your vitamins in, son. How do you become big and strong? Eating Coke is not good hope.
I have a question.
Eating Coke, drinking
Marco,
Coke.
if everyone is valid, who is impressive? And is anyone impressive?
If everyone's valid.
If everyone is valid,
Okay.
is anyone impressive?
I need more information.
There is none. Answer the question.
Is there like a skip button?
Yeah, there is. You get 1 skip per episode.
Nah, fuck that. No.
So nobody's impressive?
If you're valid. Depends on what
if
are you
everyone
valid?
Is valid.
What are you valid for?
Okay, let's put it in a specific place, right?
Okay, let's hear you.
The workforce.
Okay.
If everyone is valid, is anyone impressive?
Some.
I'm rage baiting you, yeah. I agree. Bro, you don't have to think too hard. Just use your brain. It's okay, Marco. You're safe. You're in a safe spot. You're in a safe place. It's just you don't have your ginger ale, Marco. It's fucking with you.
Ginger ale? I never even fucking bought ginger ale. I gotta think through and like just look through all the 4 corners. I only had 2 points.
Bro, you're simply just boxed out right now.
Oh shit.
Yo, Matt, answer a few questions while you roll something up.
Dude, get out of my head. Get
No
out of my
fucking
head.
way. We both reached in the bag at the same time,
bro.
Okay.
What? You need to get the fuck out of my head, bro.
Stop talking about head, bro.
Yo, I'm not losing hair. I'm just getting more head.
All right. Next question. Sorry. It's getting a little freaky on the pod. Are grades that we get in colleges feedback or compliance scores?
Depends. I feel like majority of the time, especially when you're paying for education, higher education, it is more of feedback for yourself. And there are some professors who will sit down with you and actually humanize the situation and not just treat you as like, another number. But typically, and I feel like that is just how it is with the public and private school system. I've never been in private school. It might be a little different. Typically, it's like that. It's just for, do we get the metrics, or is my class doing good? You know what I'm saying?
The college is an education system entirely is owned by the liberals, like 100%. And so when college kids go to school and they write certain essay topics that they pick and choose on their own because they're asked by their professor to pick and choose their own topics, some of them aren't graded accordingly. That's the deeper end of the question, right? Is asking, and the question I asked Marco earlier, it kind of goes hand in hand. It's like if everyone is expected to do one thing, but these professors also have way of if they disagree with you and disagree with the way you think and the questions that you ask and the things that you decide to look into, they will grade you lesser than what you actually deserve because of the fact that they don't agree with what you're writing with. Is this anything that you guys have heard of before? Anything that you guys can relate with in a school setting, maybe even in high school? Because Marco, I know you didn't do much college wise, and
Didn't do
Matt, I'm
college.
unaware if you went really.
Not really. No.
Okay,
I
so
mean, like I went to college, but I didn't go to college.
gotcha.
You know?
Did you do any like writing assignments where it required you to kind of get a little?
No, typically my classes were beer pong 101,
Right,
how to
gotcha.
get a bitch, you
Yeah,
know. And I went to different
exactly.
colleges too, you know. I went to FAU,
There we go.
FIU, went to you know, like everywhere, you know, pretty much. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that's what I if you catch my drift. To be serious, I could somewhat relate to that in my high school career. Like it was when they were kind of like preparing us for like you know, college and whatnot. It was like the same kind of vibe where it was like if you had a good teacher, they would actually dissect it and help you on like your you know your fucking essay writing skills and also like how to elaborate and expand more on deeper topics and whatnot, as opposed to just nah you fucked up and there's red marker just everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like do better so I can get a fucking better like you know everything. Just my class
Just
do
to get
better.
better.
You just get better, bro. Like, like you still haven't figured it out. Oh, that's so sad.
And what's sad is like there really is some teachers that are just there to get a paycheck as well, or like they just also just don't have the proper education.
Can you set a timer for 1 minute? Keep going.
Oh
Keep
shit!
going though.
Again.
Keep
Not
going though.
again.
Oh,
Don't forget your thought, but set a
Alright.
timer for 1 minute. This one.
Timer gone.
You're not ready for
Go.
this one.
Now
ahead.
we were always talking about the effects of actual smoking and taking substance and shit like that, and like I was saying, like explaining earlier how like paranoid high could definitely be the make or break for new smokers, just because like people don't realize the like mental effects like even smoking weed could like do to you, especially when it comes to like being paranoid high, but also just being high in general. How do you watch Matt?
I don't get paranoid anymore, bro. I just got high, so.
So Dylan,
Wait.
4.
Drop that shit in my hand. You gotta chug that shit right now. Not the whole thing, but you gotta take 8 chugs for real, right now. Give me that shit. I'll hold it for you. No, stop. I'll hold it for you.
It's almost done. Hold
No, you can't do that. You gotta stop.
It's
I
done,
thought
bro. It's
it
there.
went, bro. It went off already. You gotta go. I'll finish it for you. I got you. I'll make sure it's good enough. Go. Make sure you take chugs, Marco. You're supposed to moderate.
Bro, it's a good beer too.
You're supposed to fucking moderate.
That's a good sipper.
You gotta sip on it, bro. This nigga's trying to get me.
Was that 8 chugs or 9?
That was 9. I got an extra one, bro.
I need 3 more from you, bro.
You nigga, you said 8, bro.
Nigga, I said 9.
Yo,
And I did 9.
Yo, you said 8. You're still gonna do 8. That should be 18.
Bro, you're lying, bro. Y'all are trying to get me fucked up. This is what this is. It's like
Just fucking, bro. 3 more. I just need 3 more large chugs.
If you do the minimum, you're only cheating on yourself.
Thank
Go
you, sir.
beyond the limits. Push your
Daddy,
mind.
chill.
Daddy, chill.
Get comfortable
You
with
can-
being
you can finish that
uncomfortable.
off.
Thank you, my boy. You got it right too. He's like, I'll pack it for you.
Who decides what speech is dangerous?
It's not about who
Typically,
decides.
like now, like in
Like right
society.
now. Right now.
It's about
I'll let Marco.
Nah, bro, you gotta go
Yeah.
first. You gotta go first, bro. You gotta go first.
No, it's a guess.
Who decides what speech is dangerous?
I feel like it's typically, you know, obviously the elites, the higher ups, people who have access to X, Instagram, all the major social media platforms. I mean, not to get into conspiracies or this.
Well, I guess, yeah, we're arguing semantics right now. So by dangerous, I mean like life-threatening.
Like what do you
So
say?
who decides what speech is life-threatening? Because action can be taken on
I feel like who have some ties with
Yeah,
social media.
so that's
like
where I
ads and
lie.
whatnot. Right.
That's where I sit. I think that the government kind of does control whether or not we get to say what we want. You know what I mean? And we're one of the very few countries that we're allowed to say what we want. And it's getting increasingly, popular, the idea that we are not able to say exactly what we want to say. exactly to prove my point is that you are PR trained very well.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Right.
Like,
So
it's crazy because it's crazy that you brought that up because I actually saw like a reel like an hour ago, and it was in Miami, bro, and it was like these cops pulled up on this chick because she said some bullshit about the mayor. And the cop was just like, "Oh, like, did you post this? And the only reason I'm here," like, and she's like, "It's freedom of speech. And what if I posted it? What if I didn't post it? You know?"
Right.
She's like, I want my lawyer." Like, she was really well trained in that aspect. And they're just like, "Oh, well, we just came here to talk about how this can maybe rile people up." And like, I get that, but again, it's
wait,
freedom
the
of
rage
speech.
baiting?
Like, she was rage baiting. Like, she said some shit about the mayor of Miami, and the dude set
Those
the
are
fucking
called
cops on him.
auditors.
Yeah, not crazy, bro.
Do you know about auditors?
Absolutely, yeah. When you go to like public places and like you
Yeah,
just
there are
record,
people on YouTube that go and record, and in different
they go
places.
to police stations, like
Correct.
every public location.
Correct. Well, they go and they just walk into some places that and it's mainly places that have already been reported that, oh, I've tried walking in here and they pushed me away. Usually, typically, there's a reactionary reason for someone like an auditor to go to a specific location,
Mhm.
but it's people who actively check on police and make sure that they're doing their job and doing the right thing. And to be honest, bro, we fucking need people like that, bro. Because we're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. We don't give a fuck, right? We're off doing our own thing. We're trying to figure out how to make money. We're 23, 24 years old. Like, we're not going off like checking the government and making sure like they're actually being accountable for what they do. So I think the auditors actually, now that you brought that up, are really fucking important for us.
Well, on the individual level, to like check, public servants and stuff like that, bro, is like peaceful protests, and usually that doesn't always work. But like we can do it day by day, right? For instance, like when you get pulled over and you know your rights, check them motherfuckers. If you got the time, bro, and you're not like fuck, like I'll just get the ticket. Like let me get like if you got the time, sit there and check them if they're discriminating and fucking up your rights, bro. Like that's not cool.
Straight
Like,
up.
and that's like those little instances where it's like, okay, we are losing power because these people know their fucking rights and we can't trump all over them. Like, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But it's just like, gee shit, bro. Like I've had many instances where like I'd let it slide with cops.
You
Be
wanna
like,
roll up again?
whatever.
No, I'm chilling.
You sure? All right, I'll roll up.
Oh shit. Yeah, dude, it's just nutty because like as long as people figure that out, especially law enforcement and public servants, are like, okay, like we can't fuck with these people's rights because they know better. And
Well,
we
I
have
mean,
to
like,
be
you
the
have to,
president.
bro. In this day and age, though, you have to. Like, listen, bro, Matt. Like, we've all known each other a pretty long time. I feel like we all grew up together,
Absolutely.
so like we all kind of have a like mindedness to us, right? It's the reason we're friends. And what I'll say is about like our community that I really appreciate is that we all care enough about the law and how to protect ourselves within it. So basically, what I'm saying is we know our rights. I've had situations where I'm pulled over in the middle of the road, and knowing my rights has literally just kind of like made my life easier in those aspects. So sometimes it's small things like that. Sometimes knowing your rights is going to be able to save you from a legitimate situation that's going to get you in a lot of fucking trouble. And ultimately, what's really good about living in the present and in the time that we live in now is that everything is really political, which at times when we look at everything, it looks like a bad thing, but I think that it's a really good thing that 18 to 25-year-olds are taking an initiative to actually care about their country and to actually make a stand and be able to say, hey, I have an opinion on this. It might be a little bit extreme. It might be a little bit more moderate. It might be a little bit more liberal. So, there's a lot of people in the works trying to do different things that other people have done in the past. And like I could sit here and bring up very big people that are doing it, but one of the biggest people right now that is doing major strides in media and is doing a lot to expose our country for what it really is, Nick Shirley. Do you guys know who Nick Shirley is?
I heard the name like once or twice.
Nick Shirley's a guy who's pretty much brought the Somali population in Minnesota to be brought up a lot in popular culture and everything like that, and meme and everything.
And that's
like
crazy that you brought that
Yo,
up. I really, go ahead.
please.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to like just cut you off real quick, bro. We can get back to your train of thought. I don't like just to bring that up, bro. With that situation in general, me and my brother have had conversations about this. It don't matter that it's blacks, whites, Muslims, what Asia. It don't matter who's doing it.
No, dude, it doesn't.
Don't matter. This don't matter. It's the fact that you're doing something fucked up, and the people are like. We've had this conversation because we're Brazilian, and he's like, bro, he's like, even if Brazilians are doing some shit like that, I feel like as a Brazilian Americans, we should be like, hey, that's not fucking cool. We're
Absolutely.
abusing the fucking system to give money to people who actually fucking need it to bounce
Like,
back.
that's what we all came here
Amen,
for.
bro.
Exactly, bro. And it's
Amen.
not to sit here
Yeah,
for
bro.
fucking years and years and years on end, like milking the fucking government. Because yeah, that sounds great on paper to fucking do jack shit and make money, right? But those systems were designed for people who are in a fucking tough
Making
financial
sure you get
situation,
higher.
who
by
need
the
that
way.
fucking support system that don't have a support system. Maybe they're a single mother, a single father who have absolutely no next of kin. It's just all them, right?
Yes, sir.
They hop on that child support, or not child support, but like, you know what I'm saying, like EBT,
Very,
whatever the
very
case may be,
unfortunate
and it
like,
helps them.
circumstances for sure.
Exactly. And like for people to ride that till it's just fucked, bro. It's not
Listen,
right.
here's
and
what I'll say
it's
though.
not
But
cool.
like you're bringing up welfare, right? Well, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about welfare in the situation that we've got? in our
Again,
country
bro,
right now?
these systems are in place to help people to get back. We're in a capitalist society, bro. Like, you can literally be a fucking bum ass brokey working at fucking McDonald's. No offense to anyone working at McDonald's, because it's still a good profession. You can get good career benefits that way. Not hating, but I'm just for the example, right? You could be brokey flipping fucking burgers for fucking $10, $15 an hour.
Bro, but
Be
it's
a
also
millionaire
just
in a
like-
couple fucking years. Like, that is like, and that's beautiful, bro. And it's not for you to keep riding that welfare. It's for, oh fuck, I have nobody.
But it's also like, be fucking for real, bro.
Exactly.
No, like, I'll fucking say it, bro. Like, like genuinely. If no one else will, I will. But like, I'll fucking say it. I grew up in a very look. I grew up in a circumstance that's not favorable. Okay, I grew up with no dad. I grew up in low income because my mom didn't graduate from high school. She graduated with a nail tech degree, which is basically a trade school degree back in the day. You could go and learn nails and then go work, right? And then she stopped working in nails about 15 years ago. There are people that grow up in unfavorable circumstances, and yeah, if you actually go and look at my Instagram, my life, my music, everything, you'll see that I went down a fucking flaw path. You'll see that I went down a really bad rabbit hole of trying to be what I could call the toughest person that I thought I could be in my fucking delusional brain. And then ultimately it led me into a state of delusion where I actually thought I was. Okay? And what that does is lead you into a position where you make dumb decisions on whether or not do certain things with your life. And at the end of the day, do you see how one thing after another can lead to something so drastic?
Very fast too.
So drastic. And all I want to say is that when we sit here and we think about welfare, right? We think that it's helping us, and we think that, you know, our parents, when we're on welfare, like as someone who grew up with welfare, I grew up with my mom on EBT. I've had moments where when I was younger, the EBT stopped. Okay. It was after Obama because that shit did not stop when we had Obama. That shit went up. Okay, my mom lived off her food stamps. I understand what it's like for people who live off their welfare and need it, okay? Because my mom really did need it to take care of her child. She did. But, you know, it's also about what you do with that welfare. Because, like, there's plenty of people who are on welfare that do the right thing and also can feed their family and also go to work, pay their bills, and make sure that everything is good enough for their child to grow up in a sustainable society enough to know what's right, what's wrong, do they have a good relationship with God, or in your case, the universe? I'm not gonna, you know, differentiate the two. It's the same. It's just a
It is.
perspective.
No, I believe in God. I believe in higher power.
Exactly. That's why I say it's just it's the same thing, different
Because at the end of
perspective.
the day, it's all kind of like personal choices.
Yeah.
It's all
Marco,
personal,
you, for
human-
example,
human-
you remain very like moderate on the idea of religion because you brought up before on the pod that you're Catholic, you grew up in your family Catholic, but and you recognize Jesus, but you yourself, you know, you keep very open to everyone and how they feel and their
because
perspectives.
I'm not a heavy Catholic like person. I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't like.
Right.
I always
I'm a
pray.
very I'm not gonna lie, I'm more devout as I go. I'm not gonna lie. I go to church every Sunday and I do pray and I do everything I do honestly with Jesus, and then also there are times when and it's in a split second I could change and I could be sinning in a moment's instance. And for me, you know, the religious aspect of things changes how I look at things and how I do certain things. And it also it shows me how bad I am at certain things and how wrong I am with a lot. Um and ultimately what I've found is that we all have the same general idea on one thing.
And you know, it's just pretty much everyone kind of
we love each other.
We all think about it in a different way as well.
But we love each other.
Mm-hmm.
We love each other, bro. And I wanted to bring something up. I'm gonna let everybody talk, I promise, after this. but this is really important. I was talking to Marco before about this, before the pod. There's a painting in the Louvre. You know about the Louvre?
Mm-hmm.
I was very moved by this, like genuinely. Like it was powerful for me. Because I've been feeling in a state where I don't know what to do and I don't know how to manage everything that's going on all at once. But it's really helped. There's a painting in the Louvre. I'm going to show you, Matt, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to put it up on the pod for you guys to see. I didn't go into how emotional it actually made me, but like, dude, this shit is powerful. So when you look at this picture, cue the picture. I want you guys to see this real quick. You can see that there's an angel in the middle that's kind of observing what's going on, right? And it's kind of just bipartisan, like leaning back and just observing. You can see that there's a man in blue that might be a different photo when I put it up. I hope there's not. I hope it's the same photo. But there's a man there, and he symbolizes man in general. He symbolizes humanity. He's playing chess with the devil. The devil has the red feather, the red cape, and, has this sinister look because he seems to have him in a checkmate. The painting is called Checkmate.
I'm familiar with this piece of art.
Okay, so from this original piece of art, this isn't the original photo, but the black pieces are winning and dominating because that's the devil, right? And the devil does that in our lives. He sometimes takes us at our worst sins and he takes us at our worst times. And he knows how to beat them up and make them kind of so bad that we beat ourselves up. And maybe I'm saying it in a way that's too religious, but sometimes we have things about ourselves that we don't like. And we try to change them, and sometimes we revert back and forth, right? Some people it's drugs, some people it's porn, some people it's idolatry, some people it's a girlfriend, a girl, right? When we look at this, though, closely, when we look at the chessboard, have you ever played chess, Matt?
Absolutely, it's my favorite.
So you know the story behind this photo. So I'm not gonna ask you.
I'm familiar with this.
I'm not gonna ask you a dumb question, but I'm gonna make it very real for everyone right now who's listening, who has ever felt not enough or not strong, or in a moment when they're in doubt, or in a moment where they feel like God is not listening. Listen, God is listening. God is still there. He might be quiet, but guess what? Every time in the Bible we look, quiet is always followed by suddenlies. And when we look at this photo and we look at the actual chessboard that we're looking at, Matt, do you know what we're looking at?
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Is it a checkmate?
Nah, he can win.
He's still got one more fucking move.
Yeah.